In this video, we're going to talk about how to find the value of vertical angles and how to prove vertical angle theorem is true. So vertical angles are when we have two straight bodies, so either segments, rays, lines themselves, that intersect each other at a point. So we have this point of intersection, and then we've got whatever type of line, segment, ray, whatever they are, that they are a straight path. And the theorem is that if we have this condition, if two straight lines cross each other, that the opposite angles are going to be congruent. So just for showing how that's true, I'm going to number these 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what we would say is, well, angles 1 and 2 are sitting on a straight angle and they are adjacent to one another, so they are a linear pair. And we should know at this point that that means they are supplementary. So we have got angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees, and that would be by linear pair theorem. We can also make the same statement about angles 2 and 3. Sitting on that straight line adjacent to one another, they are also a linear pair. So angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180 degrees. And that would be by linear pair theorem again. Now, this is the kind of the key part of the puzzle. Recognizing that they both equal 180 degrees, we can say since 1 plus 2 equals 180 and 2 plus 3 equals 180, therefore angle 1 plus angle 2 must be equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. This is called our transitive property, or we could call it a substitution. We could just say since this is 180 and we know 2 plus 3 is also equal to 180, we can replace the value. Either one works, but we end up with angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3, and I'm going to go with transitive property. So if two objects are equal in value to a third, they must also be equal to each other. So in general terms, that would be if A is equal to C and B is equal to C, then A must also be equal to B. All right, so from our statement here, we've got 1 plus 2 equals 2 plus 3. We don't know the value of angle 2, but we know it is the same in both. So if I subtract angle 2, its measure from both sides, subtraction property equality, I haven't messed with the balance of the equation anyway, I am left with angle 1 must be equal to angle 3. So we use the subtraction property to get to that. But what we have shown is that the opposite angles 1 and 3 must be congruent. And then therefore by definition 2 must be equal to 4, because we could go prove with linear pairs again that 2 plus 3 is 180, 3 plus 4 is 180. Take that angle 3 out of both of them, you're left with 2 is equal to 4. Now a question you might get for this is something like where you've got your two vertical angles, and this is 3x plus 40, and we got 4x minus, I don't know, let's say 52. We know these two angles have to be congruent, so we set them up as being equal to one another. So 3x plus 40 is equal to 4x minus 52. I need to get the x's together, so I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. The reason I subtract 3x is it's the smaller of the two x values, so it's going to leave me with a positive 1x. And then I'm going to add 52 to both sides. So we're going to end up with 92 is equal to 1x, or x is equal to 92 degrees. So then plugging them back in, we can try and start solving for our missing angles.